Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Archives, where after our 2-week break, we finally return with more Final Fantasy XIV. And I've made a bit of progress on my own time. I haven't played the story or any of the job quests, so don't worry. I've put all that aside to do on stream. Yep, Final Fantasy XIV, finally back. But we've gained a couple levels since the last time we've played. A good, solid 13, I think? No, 31 world queue, huh? How come it's never this high when I play on my own time? But whenever I go to stream, I always have a world timer. I am very over-leveled. I'm pretty sure I'm still in, the level 23 or 24 world quests. And here I am at level 53, just from playing, daily roulettes and bit of frontline and doing as much as of the hunting log as I possibly can. I've been considering it. I've definitely been considering picking up a couple more jobs. I just don't know which one, because there are a lot to choose from. I'm thinking of picking up either a tank or a healer. But that's something to decide on tomorrow, probably, when I log back in to do more dailies. I got enough, what are they called? The fucking, iterant Moogle tokens to actually buy, a new mount. So, that's why we have, what I think is a high-level quest amount when we haven't even completed the, base Final Fantasy XIV quest. We're not even onto a Realm Reborn yet. But, first things first, we need to focus on getting a couple of the Black Mage quests done. Ideal tank and healer? I don't know, honestly. Since I've never really played, a standard MMO before, I don't really know what the healer archetypes fall into. I mean, a more passive healer would probably be my preference. Or something with a little bit more complexity than just hit the button to heal. Of course, I don't know how complex healing is in general. And a more offensive tank would be nice, something that maybe deals a little bit more damage, but is still, a tank. Alright. Let's see, what do we got here? The Void Gate breathes gloomy. Yeah, we gotta unlock our upgraded Thunder. Kinda been lacking that for 8 levels. It is well you are here. My colleagues Dozo Melik, oh right, Dozo Melik and Daza, right? These fucking wacky names, along with Kazag Cha, would have words with you. Wait here while I fetch them. To close Void Gate, strong black magic you need. Ready for test, are you? Yeah. Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do the nod? Yeah, we are. That's it. I love that. The only interaction we have with anybody in this world is just us nodding at them every once in a while. Very good. You have sharp sense, like Dozol. Noticed, have you? Your aura. Strangeness it has. Now, the Void Gate. Gloom it makes, like black breath. Gloom drawn to black magic, drawn to you, like moth to flame. black magic it seeks to corrupt and make own. Warrior for tanks, eventually gunbreaker. Scholar or sage. Scholar starts as Arcanist. Warrior starts as Marauder. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably look into starting those maybe tomorrow if I have time during the day, which I probably do. Find our next key. Oh, we're gonna get taught by old Dozol, huh? Many black mages there were, long ago, one more powerful than rest. Very powerful, epic even, epic black mage. Black magic too powerful, too dangerous, wrong hands must not have. Know this he did, ciphered spells, hid secrets, dark way past a few. Very few. Oh my god, so much dialogue. Teaching, writing, spread over realm, lost to time they were, forgotten. One carved in stone, stone of mossy pillar, pillar in south shroud. Chosen is chosen, unleash power of this black magic you can. Key it is, key to end gloom. Knowledge of my blindnesses, passed to Dozol from mother of mother, from mother of mother of mother. 4 hatchlings past, strong mage she was, epic even, epic mage. Great love for dark art, more than anything, joined with lizard men to learn all. Named betrayer she was, chased from village. Her words, Dozol keeps, teach to strong now. 4 magi meet in barren land. 4 old black powers have they in hand. Fate of all wicked be made stark. Path to light, then wit by squawk? Lit by squawk? That her squawk, not Dozol squawk. Should be dark, Dozol thinks. Good words, deep words. Bring Dozol here they did, to pass on. Not Dozol alone. Others come too, other mages. There's a berserker that does big damage and big self-healing, but has very little complexity. Ah. You get some passive heals in the form of a fairy, and you throw shields on people so they don't die. Okay. Okay. That sounds good. Plus it starts since it says Arcanist, that means I technically can get... That technically progresses 2 jobs. Because Arcanist evolves into another DPS, doesn't it? Okay. Or going into the Ixals or whatever. Okay, nod, yep. Okay, we're going to South Shroud? Yeah. Okay. Ah, Scholar or Summoner. I see. Makes sense. Makes sense. I don't have much interest in Summoner, but, you know, it's probably worth it to level Scholar. Ah, the Mossy Pillar. We're really just fondling that mossy pillar, huh? A stone pillar covered in moss rises here. The gem of Shatoto shines bright, revealing an inscription in the stone. As you approach it, you hear a voice ring out. Oh god. By the gem thou bearest shall the great great and dark power of Eld be bestowed upon thee. But those who seek this power must first prove their worth. Behold, the gloom that would be thine undoing cometh. Okay, that is actually kind of cool. Big magic explosions? I mean, why else would you play a mage? If not to cause massive fucking explosions. Stay the glooms encroached by thy hand. Only then shall the umbral wisdom of the ages be gifted unto thee. Yep, I'm higher level than that. We are capable. I gotta remember what I actually have access to at level 49. I'm pretty sure I have access to all of my current passives and things at level 49. Because it's always so jarring to go into a, like, low-level duty and lose access to, and have to completely change my rotation. That voice spoke true. Look, the gloom gathers. I sense there are fiends of evil about. Nearby, close about. And no shit. What gave you that idea? The fucking weird glowing gates? Right, yep. I have fire starter. I have ventured into the casino, I just haven't done anything there. Oh, I didn't hit that. Nope, more? Alright. More of these things? How many of these fucking fissures are there? Blizzard 3. Yeah, I did notice that. I am interested in getting that. The only problem is I need to have completed the ultimate weapon quest in the main story, which is a level 50 quest, which is... It's not like that far away, per se, but since I only really do the main quest on stream to record my initial reaction to things, it's gonna take a lot of fucking time to get through that. I think I've probably got close to probably 30 to 40 quests in between that and the my current quest and the ultimate weapon. Well fought. The gloom is scattered. Scattered is the gloom. Let us return to Burgundy Falls. Yes, yes. Dozal Melek awaits us. You, me, us. Oh, okay. It's good that it's a reoccurring thing, so I don't need to worry about doing it, like, I don't need to worry about missing out on it completely if I don't hit it now. I was a pretty big fan of Final Fantasy XV. I played it when it first came out on PC, and I, like, played all 40 hours of my playthrough in, like, 2 sessions. I think we actually have a lot of Black Mage quests to do. Because I know there's this one, which is level 45. I'm pretty sure there's another level 45 one. Then I know there's obviously there's a level 50. There's a level 52. And I think there are 2 more after that I can do at this level. I see. So yeah, there are probably several quests I'll be able to do. Gone from you, gloomy east. Worry for nothing, Dozal did. Now go see Kazag Cha. You must. Awaiting you he is. Sure thing, Dozal Melek. God, I can't get over these fucking names. The gods are good to you, return you unharmed. The gloom which threatened to taint this world does so no more, and I sense the darkness within you is reborn to a new power. Wield it well, and make it of it a tool for our ends. Do that, and as the prophecy speaks, the way to the light shall be lit by the dark before you. Yeah, sure. Yep, Thunder 3. Which just completely replaces Thunder 1. Let's see. It does slightly more... It does equal potency to Lightning 2, or Thunder 2. With a potency of 35, so it's got higher potency over time. And it still has the same effect of Thunder, the chance to make it free. Yeah. Which are region locked, which means we're probably going to need to progress much farther in the story before we can do those. Our brother Daza has words for you. Pray wait a moment for him to arrive. You have reclaimed the key from the depths of the shroud. Wood, forest, shroud. Yes, you have done well. Very, very well. You are truly the black mage foretold by legend. Oracle, prophecy, legend. It was such a legend of my people that brought me to this Thanalan. Such is what legends do. When four magi meet in a barren land, black powers of eld woven by their hand shall see the fate of wickedness made stark, and the path to light shall be lit by dark. Black shadow dark. You have heard these words before. Yes, yes. Here I found Kazakh Cha and Dozul Melek, though the words that brought us to Thanalan are the same. Equal, identical, same. It was 100 years ago that a kobold first deciphered the legend. The great mage who did it was my own ancestor, First Order Patriarch Dagu. Daza and Dagu. God, okay, sure. Yes, yes, my very own. But he broke kobold law. The first patriarch must never leave Ogomoro. No, not ever. But leave he did. He set out from Lanoska to pursue this legend, and for that he was named traitor. Betrayer, turncloak, traitor. And none were drawn to the words of Dagu. No, not a single kobold soul. They ignored his words, but when at first I heard them, I felt strange, peculiar, odd, strange. I felt I must do something. I could simply not be idle. I too left Lanoska, just as Dagu before me. Yes, and I have come here to Thanalan. Now I see the legend is real. Yes, the words kept by Kazakh Cha, Dozul Melek, and myself are true. You have appeared. That is no coincidence. No, none at all. I am a kobold. Yes, I am. And we kobolds are good at finding things. Treasures, trinkets, things. I will help you where I can. Okay, yep. My god. Everybody in the Black Mage / Thaumaturge questline is very verbose. Dagu left behind many things when he left. Yes, many things. I was given a stone tablet. The others in my family thought it was rubbish. Dross, refuse, rubbish. Its surface has many scratches, you see. Yes, many, but I sense in it a great power. Here, it may give some... Your gem, the light. It is illuminating the tablet. The scratches are growing? Mighty Titan, those are no scratches. No, not scratches at all. They are carvings. Words. Know thee, brave keeper of Shatoto's light, as these very words wax plain to thy sight. The seal of what was cast doth shudder and sigh, and the void gate's dread sundering draws nigh. Oh my god, it's still going. To ward against the creeping of the gloom, thou needest great garb to stay any doom. To this sacred wear thy thoughts must now tend, unto thy black command darkness shall bend. This tablet was more important than I ever imagined. Yes, much more. It seems to say one who could close the void gate must first find this sacred garb. Okay, so armor, okay. And the names of places are written here as well. Yes, these 4 places I know. You would do well to set out and gather the first 3 relics. Legends speak of this. It holds that an offering of blood must be given to the planar fishers, the blood of those who have lived life steeped in the black. Only then can the relics be won. Here, take with you an offering of my blood. Need Dozul's blood too, you do. Take quick, before change mind. And here is mine. Mine. I would entrust it to no other. But be warned, one does not simply walk into these places. There are great dangers waiting. Do be careful. Yes, very, very careful. Yeah, sure. Nod. Okay, where the fuck am I going? Pour Kazakh Cha's blood into the planar fissure at Zanrock encampment. Pour Dazzle Melik's blood into the planar fissure at the Ixali logging grounds. And pour Daza's blood into the planar fissure of Ogomoro. Okay, so I gotta go to 3 different places. Brilliant. Alright. Where's my quest marker? Oh, Zanrock encampment? Oh, here we go. I see. It's that little orange circle that's barely visible in the middle of the fucking map. That's not the correct way. Probably would have been better off fast traveling to the other fast travel point in this region. Yeah, this place is pretty big. I've only been around it entirely a couple of times for hunting log things. But, it's a little bit of a pain to get all the way across. Okay, it's clearly up there on that cliff. Actually, I might have to go over here. It looks like I can climb up the cliff over here? Maybe. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, that's a cliff marker. So I probably have to climb up over here-ish. Or I could just go all the way around and get up here. Okay. That's kind of crazy. Writing a story about a guy and only including him, like, that deep into the story. Okay. Kazakh Cha. Use. Oh, I expected a fight. Also, I got a pair of wizard's gloves. Also, okay, well. Okay, got enough for that. Nope, he's dead. New gloves. Whoa, those are a massive upgrade. Holy shit. Plus 14 spell speed. And so much more defense. Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, the gloves I'm wearing are level 20. These are level 45. But, that's phenomenal. Alright, where to next? The Black Shroud. North Shroud. Go over here to Adler Springs. Also, this quest is just gonna give me a new set of armor, apparently. Which is pretty helpful. I haven't been able to find any on-level gear for a while. probably because I'm so massively overleveled. I found a couple pieces of useful stuff, but not much. Alright. You, gonna mind if I just toss this blood into this? No? Okay, good. Wizard's Tonban. So new pants. Also significantly better. Oh my god, so much more spell speed. Ogomo in the Nazca. Oh yeah, I've been in this place a bunch. I mean, casting spells faster and recharging them faster is always nice. Yeah, probably. I am dreading the day because I can barely manage the two. If I really want to play this game at high level, I'm probably gonna need either like a the skill I have on control. Which one specifically? I have a lot on control. Boots. Oh, play guide? Oh yeah. Honestly, I didn't even realize that was still there. Yeah. We can move... I probably don't even really need sleep. So we'll keep it like that for now. Back to Burgundy Falls. Yeah, so I'll get rid of sleep when we get back. I really have never used Scathe, either. The only thing I could imagine using Scathe for is the instant cast time if I need to, like, damage something. If I'm really desperate to deal some damage while I can't stand still long enough to cast a full spell. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. It seemed that way. Alright, well we got a new pair of pants, boots, and gloves. So that's almost a full body set of armor. The only thing we're missing is a hat and a shirt. Or a cloak of some sort. Alright, your blood's been spilt. What next? I have awaited your return. I have learned where it is the fourth relic of our forebears' rest. The land known as Thal's Respite. I can only imagine how ridiculous hot bars can get, given that I'm struggling to manage, like, I'm struggling to manage all of just my basic-ass spells half the time. Alright, Planar Fissure, it's Thal's Respite. Oh, it's actually on this map. I don't need to transport myself anywhere. Holy shit, 8 hot bars? I mean, yeah, you're using 4 of them for mounts, but still, 4 hot bars? Just, you know, for general use? Holy shit. I mean, realistically, I guess I could do, like, have a 3rd hotbar for shift and then buttons. I've been tempted to buy one of those mice with the, like, entire numpad on them just for this. Yeah, 3 hotbars for just combat skills. That before playing this and just getting into an MMO, I had trouble for games pressing 1 and 2 for, like, swapping weapons. I kind of screwed that up a little bit. I should have gone fire 3 to swap over. I mean, it doesn't matter much since we're not, like, in a high-stress situation. Okay, that's fair. That up. I meant to hit 2. Any more? Yes. God, the fact that this is on the lower side, that scares me a little bit. But if I gotta get used to it, I gotta get used to it. Also, did I get a new item? Yes. Wizard Petassos. How does that look? Oh my god. Oh my god. I look fucking ridiculous. We'll keep the hat view off. Holy shit, 34 skills! That's fucking insane. That's so many skills. Well, I mean, that is fair. All it takes is getting used to, I guess. I'm sure spending enough time with it will allow me to overcome any initial struggle. It's just right now the thought of having to worry about 34 different buttons and different button combinations is fucking crazy to me. The first 4 relics are now in your keeping, yet the final piece remains, and our efforts to learn where it rests have been to no avail. The dark which empowers at times obscures, such is its nature. Daza claims this tablet names the Solace of the Gods as the location we seek, but none among us have ever heard of such a name. When a power worthy to relic's claim takes root in the one of righteous end and name, the solace of the gods will be made known, and the last seed of the Black Mage will be sown. Daza insists his reading is correct, and both Dozal Melik and I trust in his ability. We will endeavor to decode these words, that you might see your quest to its end. The day of the void's opening shall come. Until then, I ask only that you continue to walk the path of the black. Well, I suppose you found it already. Also, yes, we get a coat. Holy shit, spell speed plus 17, direct hit rate plus 24. Sorcerer's Attire coffer, required level 50. Okay, so that just gives us... Oh, it gives us a complete set of Sorcerer's Attire. I'm assuming, since it's Sorcerer's Attire, that's like a glamour item, not an actual fucking armor set. Also, Flare, which has an MP cost of 10, that my literal entire bar. Huh. You have gathered the first 4 artifacts. That is no small feat. Yet I fear little time remains. If the tablet of Daza's great ancestor is to be believed, there is yet one more. Attempting to seal the Void Gate before you have found them all would be the height of folly. Our search for the solace of the gods continues. I have gone through all the records left by my great-grandfather, yet have discovered little. The only seemingly relevant passage I found was his last. He put it to paper some 100 years ago, just before bidding farewell to his home. The true power of destruction will be awoken in that most sacred of places. Flare is my friend? Okay. I mean, it is Flare, you know, the quintessential fucking non-elemental Final Fantasy spell. The power of destruction is black magic, of course. But as to what it meant by this awakening, I fear I'm at a loss. You believe that Daza and Dozal Melik's ancestors might know more. To be sure, they were witness to the same events, and it is true that they too left their homes 100 years ago and were damned for traitors. It could be mere coincidence, but no, I do not think that likely. It's a combo finisher? Okay, that kind of makes sense given it does cost your entire MP bar. I assume that although it says 10,000, I assume it just costs whatever remains in your bar. Because I think that would make sense. A lot of games do that, where it just says the max number and it actually means just remaining. But I guess I could be wrong. I fear this foreshadows our doom. Should you find aught else, I beseech you to tell me at once. I will also continue the search for answers. The tablet seems to suggest that the way to the solace of the gods and the final relic will be made known in time, yet we can scarce afford to wait idly by. Both Dozal Melik and Daza understand this urgency and have already returned to their respective homelands to delve into the matter. And now, to your next task. You must return to he who first bound our 4 fates together, the prophet Kukuruka. Perhaps his words can guide us once more. Okay. Back to Ul'dah. Steps of Nald. Okay. Aethernet. We want to go to wherever's closest to where we're going. I guess that's as good a place as any. Okay. So, yep. And no, that's taking the red. We're not quite ready to become a red mage yet. Remember, orange circle. Always gotta go to the orange circle. It was pretty close. Please, you must help me. Kukuruka has disappeared. That man is no messenger of Naldthal. He's a miscreant and a charlatan. One guilty of the most heinous of crimes. Yeah, I should remember this location. This is probably pretty important to remember. None had seen him for days. I became worried and entered his chambers to see that he was well, though he prohibited me from doing so. Within I found only evidence of his deception. The records he had hidden were damning. I now know why he was condemned as the greatest criminal of his day. 100 years passed. He conspired with the Magi of the Beast Tribes to summon a creature known as Barbatos, a monstrosity that was meant to destroy all of Eorzea. Their plot was discovered by the order of Naldthal, and the Void Gate was sealed before Barbatos could emerge. Kukuruka was cast into the Marasaja pit for his crime, where he was to rot until his last breath. The Order was loath to let the word of this spread, fearing others might someday seek to succeed where Kukuruka failed, and so they left no record of the plot, save a few inscrutable documents, parchments intelligible only to those whom the secret was known. The random log in the South Shroud. Oh my god, what the fuck? These were the last words I found among his scribblings. 4 is the answer. 4 spells of black. 4 artifacts of Eld. The blood of 4 races. By 4 alone shall the true power of destruction be woken from the Void Gate. Black magic is not the key to sealing the Void Gate. It's the key to opening it. Kukuruka used us to revive this dark art, and now means to finish what he began a century ago. What fools we were to believe his lies. Please, you must stop him before it's too late. Hurry to Nald's reflection in southern Thanalan. Oh, well, that's bad. That's not very good. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know. Magic literally intended to destroy is used primarily to destroy? Wow. Fucking massive revelations here. Okay. Well, let's go stop Kukuruka from opening the Void Gate and spelling literally the end of the world. There he goes. Always bet on black. Also, it's a good thing that we, that we were told to go back to Kukuruka, or else we would probably not have gotten the knowledge of this quickly enough. God, that hat looks so fucking dumb. The hat itself is fine, but the fucking weird eye patch thing, a little much. Oh, great. Probably should deal with these. One down. Oh, actually, this isn't too bad. I should probably just kill him. I keep screwing this up by not entering Fire 3 immediately with my free cast of Fire 3. God, this is the thing that's gonna destroy the whole world. Honestly, kinda unimpressed. Like, okay. Is just a big guy. He wasn't even that tough. I don't think I took a single point of damage during that entire fight. I mean, sure, I had 3 tanks to help me out, but... You deceived us all, you have. Pay you will. You're one of Italia's Melik's Git, are you not? Mother of mother of mother, Her name you know? And you, Imalja. Yes, you are one of the line of the Kazib Ka. I can see it. And Kobold, though through your veins courses the blood of Dagu, does it not? And last but not least, the Black Mage. Splendidly done. Few could have vanquished Barbados as you have. No doubt you are all eager to hear what truly transpired 100 years ago. Being a kindly soul, I shall tell you. I was an ambitious mage in my youth, insatiable in my thirst for knowledge of the arcane. In the course of my studies, I discovered an ancient writings which told of a black magic, a magic capable of destroying as only the gods can. Oh, we're getting a flashback, huh? It was innocent at first, until it wasn't. But then questions began to arise in my mind that demanded answers. Where had all the black mages of old gone? Why had the existence of the art been hidden? And so I probed, endlessly, tirelessly. The more I uncovered, the more it drew me in. There was such power to be had. I was not merely ambitious. I was also vainglorious. I desired recognition, difference. By accomplishing that which no other could, I sought to make my legacy an eternal one. Yet the pursuit of black magic was trying. I would pass days, weeks, months at a time, unsure of how to proceed, and what little progress did come came but slowly. It was then that I met your ancestors. Oh, great. Okay, sure. The gem of Shatoto, the power to sense magic, the relics, all of these things I owe to them. With their vast knowledge, the slow crawl of my studies turned to leaps and bounds. I dare say your ancestors sought the same recognition as I. Kazib Ka, ridiculed by the Amalja for his ingenious analyses of worldly phenomena. Hetali Melek, named the pariah for not sharing in the small-minded prejudices of the Ixal. Dagu, a victim of his kind's idiocy, bound never to leave the land of the kobolds. Damn. We toiled together, learning what we could, and learn we did. Much and more. Imagining we had gleaned all that was to be known, we prepared to hold a dark rite, one we believed would restore black magic to its fullest expression. I do not know what came over me. Blinded by my own lust for power, I altered one of the incantations. It was arrogant, foolish. Our command over the ancient powers we summoned was lost. I watched as the chaotic ether washed over my friends, ripping them apart, only to fuse them together into an abomination. Oh, that was Barbados. No, you couldn't mean that thing we just saw. Yes. When I saw what my hubris had created, I mustered all my strength to see Barbados sealed behind the Void Gate. Sealed, yet not defeated. Yet I felt myself corrupted by the Aether, and I was unsure whether I could hold my powers in check. Fearful, I returned to Ul'dah, where I manipulated the minds of a few thaumaturges of the Order into believing I had committed some terrible crime. Only with me confined to the depths of the Marasaja pit could the realm be safe. And there I remained, waiting, waiting for the coming of one with the power to purify the aether of those 3 friends with whom I once shared a dream. I do not expect your forgiveness, but I am truly sorry. No words Dozol has. Squawk, only squawk. I am not long for this world. Here, take this relic while I have strength enough to offer it. The 5th artifact. Yes, the 5th. Welcome to the solace of the gods. Perhaps you know it better as Nald's reflection as most do. Truly remarkable. You have succeeded where many great mages have failed. Mastered what we sought to master. I can now rest, knowing that this power is safe with you. It is for you to set the hatreds of the past to right. Sure, yeah, whatever, bro. That's totally what I'm gonna do. I'm not totally just gonna blow some shit up with this powerful spell you just gave me. Definitely not. My time to join Thal has come. May he greet me as a friend. Yeah, I have my doubts. The black has taken me. Oh no. That seems like a good thing and a bad thing. And it is over. Finished. Ended. Over. We did all we could, and the souls of Kukuruka and the others have been saved. The legends carried by my forebears have had their final chapter written this day. I confess there is a sadness in that. I am proud to call you friend, brethren, brother, friend. Now and always, no matter how divergent our paths from here. Yes, you are true mage of the black now. Pray grace we kobolds in Lanaska with your presence someday. Oh, I probably will, and I'll probably have to, like, kill your god or whatever, like I did the fucking, Amalja. Century-old plan this was. Fulfilled his purpose, Kukuruka did. Mother of mother, forgiven Kukuruka she has. Think so, Dozol does. Finished this story is. Had much fun, Dozol did. Like mother of mother. Grand fun she had too, Dozol hopes. Farewell. We meet again someday, Dozol hopes. To think, Kukuruka carried that anguish 100 years long. His crime was born of the hubris of youth, yet his atonement came from the wisdom of old age. His soul had found peace, and it is not our place to linger and disturb it. Come, let us return to Burgundy Falls. Okay. I don't think that's too far. Actually, is it here? Is it on this map? It is not on this map. I gotta go back to Eastern Thanalan and walk halfway across almost entirely across the map just to complete this quest. So much walking around. I assume that since this is kind of the conclusion, maybe was the original level cap of this game 50? I guess that would make sense, given that there's been, what, 4 expansions? So 10 levels per expansion up to 90? It sounds about right. And if my theory is right, that means completing this quest will be essentially the completion of the base game Black Mage storyline. Okay. And if that is the case, what I think I'll do is I think I will proceed back to the main quest for a bit. Although maybe not, because I think there's actually a couple skills and stuff I learned from the next couple quests. Things have come to an end, it would seem. Both the threads which bound us all and this tragic tapestry they wove. Most mysterious things, these lives we lead. Do you recall when the words of so many legends and prophecies first brought you to me? It was here, at these same Burgundy Falls. We have spoken much here since then, yet I never imagined this day would come. I stand before you now with no regrets. I am grateful to the gods for letting our paths cross. Dozul Melik, Daza, and you. I count you all as my brethren in black. Together we have seen the souls of our ancestors given peace, and I too now feel a happiness I have never known. You have become a true black mage, my friend, and more than that, a true friend, black mage. Let the dark art we share be a symbol of our bond, and that undying in shadow or light, or by day or night. Sick. And the black has taken me. This concludes the Black Mage quest for Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next Black Mage quest will be available from Lili. Which means I don't think we can do that for quite some time. Actually, I can just go look. I've got the list of quests up in front of me. Let's see, what was it? Something Dawn? Control F, Dawn. Before the dawn. Yeah, that's a long time from now. That's after the ultimate weapon. That's like 20, probably closer to 40 quests after the ultimate weapon. We need to be in like the level 40s of the main scenario quest. After AAR, don't look at the quest list. Spoilery. I try to avoid looking at it as much as possible. I'm just curious. I was just curious how, like, far I was behind from, like, the Final Fantasy 15 required quests. And then, of course, this quest. So basically, if I want to make any more progress in this class, I need to take a lot of time to start leveling up the main story. I also need, that also probably opens up the ability for me to focus on other jobs. So there's that as an advantage. Let's throw Flare on here. Yep, that's the next goal. So, what can we sack here for Flare? What I can do is if I remove Sleep, I can move Flare. If I move all of these over, I can move Flare here. Probably not. I want these things on my mouse buttons. Although I really never use Mana Font, so I might be good to put that in Control 5. Yeah, and it uses all, not, So it grants Astral Fire 3 and can only be executed while under the effect of Astral Fire. There is a Blizzard 3. I've been mainly using it to give me instant Umbral Ice 3 during rotation. Yeah, this is Freeze. I have seen some people say that Freeze is useful for, like, because it's, but I don't use it a lot, really. I only use it for, yeah, we can get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We'll put Flare there. Alright. And we'll find out that. So, main story quest time. Back from the wood. Actually. First, let's equip our new armor. Our wizard's coat. Which is a massive fucking upgrade. Oh my god. We look fucking ridiculous. We want Vesper Bay Aetherite ticket. Yeah, no, I generally just click them. I really should just put them on another hotbar. How do I actually increase the amount of hotbars I have in that case, since I'm probably going to need to start using 3. Assume system... HUD layout settings. Hotbar 1. Hotbar 3, I see. Let's see. How do I actually get it to pop up? Also, I might actually shrink all of the hotbars so they take up less screen space now. Select the hotbar 3 box? I see. I see. Okay. So let's shrink all these. Make them a little smaller. How about 80%? That's better. That's much better. Hotbar 2, same thing. We'll go down to 80%. Drag it down a little so they're lined up. Hotbar 3. Same thing, 80%. God, that's so many fucking buttons. Oh, I already have Ethereal Manip. We can move these two here. I need to actually assign shortcuts for this. Surecast can go there. This guy is falling? What? I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to. Oh, that is much better. Although... Oh, the rain. I get that. Weather's been pretty kind here recently. But, yeah, I totally get that. Let's go and move these down a little bit. Let's go to, like, there. Yeah, that's better. A little less centered. Well, not centered, but a little less in the center of the screen. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, welcome back. Lady Minfilia waits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. Yikes. Kind of a weird time of year for heavy rain. Oh, it's you! Alfinaud. However the fuck you pronounce that. I am given to understand the matter of Rama has finally been resolved. A Elfino. Elfino? It was something like that. Elfino. Let's see. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence which we cannot rightly claim, yet I am satisfied that the Lord of Leven will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. There are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. That's probably much easier. I see. I've been meaning to ask, but is Elise quite well? I feel as if I've scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, nor have I, alas, but Elise has chosen to walk her own path. Stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. Okay, that's pretty good. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Belle de Sion report will serve you well. Or however the fuck I pronounce these French fucking words. Evening, Dietzel. It's been a bit. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Well, just arriving as he's leaving. We've been seeing a lot of each other lately. Oh, I have. I am really excited for it. Gives me an excuse to replay SMT5 on stream when it comes out. I didn't need the round of applause. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelves Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Rama from the list. So, who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan? Yeah, 70 more hours of game. Honestly, the story changes seem pretty interesting. Just from the short snippet of trailer we've gotten, like, it seems like it's going to diverge pretty quickly and in a pretty interesting way. A Lord of the Whirl has not answered his minions' call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices. For a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is it, Y'shtola, fucking Y'shtola. Oh my god, I forgot her name was Y'shtola. It is as Y'shtola says. Unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when the next primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend on it. Indeed. So then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with... Gridania. Wait, I mean Garuda. Who is the primal of the Ixal who lived near Gridania? That's what I meant. Totally. Definitely. So many moms to cover. Would that there were. What, fucking hell. That's a fucking mouthful. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not have long to have wanted to for a more practic. Oh my god, fucking English speaking. I do speak it. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practicable solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Only 3 of us actually did anything. It's an interesting outfit you're wearing. Is the ass window really necessary? Like, that... Okay, sure. Is there something else? Beg pardon. A man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black? 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to... okay. Okay, what are you looking at? Oh, it's Cabbage Patch Kid. What are you doing all the way out here? A sylph? In Thanalan? At long last, this one finds walking one. This one is most dependable of these ones, is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. Great. What? This one is called Naraxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Literally the same fucking height. This one's only taller because it floats. Okay. So what, do we have just like a fucking like emissary in our midst now? Are we supposed to be like a secretive organization? How the fuck did he find us? Okay. Sure. You know, for the sort of like semi-secret organization that joins all of like the primary factions in the world together for the singular purpose of protecting it, we are really bad at the whole secret thing. Yes, Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged out of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Asians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. More main scenario quest. The one disadvantage to playing a fucking JRPG without full voice acting is just the sheer amount of dialogue to read through. Granted, it's not as bad as some CRPGs I've played, but god, It's a strain on my voice. There's a reason I'm constantly having to take drinks. I am afraid there is no rest for the weary. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Asian known as La Brea. This is an ideal moment to do so while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Asians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ulda to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe. God, we look so fucking dumb. How can we fucking see over this fucking collar? It's ridiculous. Be even fucking worse if we were wearing the fucking hat. I mean, how do you fucking see anything? How do you, like, have eyes and fucking see shit? But as ridiculous as it looks 100 times better than the outfit I was wearing before. The Masked Man? Ah, you've got, come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he was alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kirchirn. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may have well caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd have no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have the coin or the mind to spend it. Okay. So we gotta travel to Highbridge. Which we've already been like 5 times tonight, because we've walked to and from fucking Drybone through Highbridge like 8 fucking times. But it's okay. While it's cool that all of the different mounts have different like music tracks, Kamui here is a little too epic for just wandering around the fucking place. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. I could just use my chocobo, but this has a cooler visual effect, okay? I was getting a little sick and fucking tired of the chocobo music playing in my ear every fucking second that I played this fucking game, honestly. So while Kamui's music is a little too epic for the scenario, it's better than the Grating Chocobo theme. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one or two of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Thanks for the 7,000 experience for just walking here. Ooh, some dye. When the Order of Nobdal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims, but thanks to the nigh-endless Beastman raids, folks are too afraid to come within a malm of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. Oh, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The Masked Man? I'll take your bloody Masked Man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Okay, you were completely unhelpful, guy. Thanks. I've heard tell of the Masked Devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanaland, too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. I guess so. He's certainly reacting like I am. God forbid he gives me a little knowledge for free, you know. On the trail of a masked man. I have heard it. Okay. It's said that he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though it is. I mean, that's true. I would have been more than happy to pay him for the information. He didn't even give me the option. He just told me to fuck off. It's not really good business sense to tell a potential customer, I'm not telling you shit, get the fuck out of here. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't. Nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folks have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the churching raids. I do not know how to fucking pronounce that. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. And now I guess we have to go back to him and tell him none of those fuckers were helpful. Chi-turn? Yeah, that's probably closest. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Chi-turn raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Oh boy, I can't wait. French names are bad enough. Fantasy French names? Oh god. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Chi-turn appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, the idea came to me. If you were to use the smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So, what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Yeah, honestly, not the worst. And I'm sure we can kill a bunch of rats. I mean, how hard can that be? We're just a, you know, a level 50 mage in a level 20 quest. Yeah, I know the game will probably auto-level us down, but, you know, it still counts. All right. What are you gonna do from down there, buddy? That was just sad. You got one hit in. Okay. Also, the one downside to playing main story quests this overlevels is like 7,000 experience, which is what we're getting per quest, is like fucking nothing. Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Yeah, you got this. This scroll, it bears a prayer to Ralger the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralger is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere it. I'd wager my last gill that your assailant was Alamiga. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That selfsame merchant also senses danger ahead, and the darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? Nah, I like to play things fast and loose. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens that are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has, relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here for a while, call some fiends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Well, wherever I end up, it's probably not going to be anywhere good. Generally never is. Why, yes, Hihibaru's my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters. But I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man. I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Hey, Gundobald. What a name and a fucking mustache you got there. Holy shit, my guy. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. We're not welcome here. Begone. Well, that didn't work. I'm not really sure what I expected, but it was not that. It probably should have been that. Giselbert. Altered velveteen bandana, silver spectacles, and some silver pieces. Well met, adventurer. I am Giselbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I had heard tell that you had business with Gundobald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place every day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man where I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be I can lend you a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on the lookout for a Malja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are the like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalan tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Oh, great. I get to play fucking delivery boy. My favorite. I mean, it does make sense. Just give them tea and they'll be more likely to talk. What the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain? Heading among the refugees, like as not. Me compatriots live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's gone their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Oh, it's generally not good to be just suspicious of everybody around you, but okay. You there. Are you an Amalja? No? Then carry on. Tea? Ah, sophisticated aroma. It's been forever since I had the drop of sweet Thanalan. I'm gonna enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 foams tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Wow. You're great at the job. Shoot. Don't bother me. If Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether or not it was a man or not, but what with the mask and the robe, but I'm assuming it was a he. He was talking with some Alamegans. I assume he was one of them. So pretty much information we could have already gleaned. Okay. Alright, Gisselbert. Your friends were all severely unhelpful. Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have aught to share with you? Doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. We'll take the gold. Ooh, paint and a bunch of clothes, which we don't need because they're lower level than us. So you're determined to press on with your investigation? And I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust. And the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ulda, but Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible. Common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundobald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Oh. All the way back to Minfilia. Came all the way out here, talked to a couple people, learned nothing, and now we're going all the way back. It's gonna be hella convenient if Minfilia just knows somebody in the fucking Alamega. Welcome back. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder that the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, the great many Alamegans now live on the margins of societies, suffering poverty and discrimination. What could be done to ease their hardship? I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there's an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. That's good. How convenient. Your Alamegan comrade is named Harry Burt. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Harry Burt is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Okay. Yeah. Could be worse. She could have sent me all the way back to the fucking Alamega camp. Bro, sick fucking haircut. If it isn't you, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo. That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Okay. Now we have to go all the way to Quarry Mill. We're just going back and forth, and back and forth. There's so many fucking quests here, holy shit. I'd need to just do some of these just to clear out the fucking map. Huh? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ha! How the hell should I do that? Just give me one reason. Hari Bear sent you? That worthless horse son. He abandoned his comrade, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I mean, I realize Hari Bear was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. See that bloke there? That's Mefred, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Hello. We've met probably like 6 different people. Like, in this just one quest chain. It never fucking ends. I'm Mefred, proud man of the Alamigan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galen, sir. His wound's gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it, I asked the villagers for aid, and I got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galen dies, his blood is on their hands. These Quarry Mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. Yep, just do the nod thing. Yep. We accept. We'll go back to Albreda, who we just talked to. Jesus Christ. One of Mefred's is in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that would mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hearer. If you take the matter to her, she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Okay. Gotta go talk to somebody else to probably get told, yeah, I can't help you. You wish to aid the Alamigans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or grown man, or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Holy fucking hell. Can you speak English? Alas, the Alamigans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial. and ever shall it be. God fucking damn it. That's how it is to be. The bloody hero might as well kill Galen herself. Spit on the elementals and their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I could just go and try to find you some medicine. It's okay. I've got money. Like, if that's the issue, I can do that. I led my men to Quarry Mill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hal's Galeon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us. So I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could say, bring me 4 horns, I'd be forever in your debt. Okay. Antelope stags. That's easy enough. Finally, some combat. Although the combat's gonna take us all of 5 seconds. Beautiful. That wasn't so hard. Why couldn't he have just gone out and done that himself? He seems like a capable enough fighter. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralgar, and there's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscarin, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folks in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him and have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramud here. Godspeed. Yep. Can do. Oh, God. Ow. I feel a sneeze coming on, but apparently it doesn't want to actually sneeze. Fucking hate that. Okay. Buscarin! Ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You got something to show me? Yeah, I need you to grind these up. Well, these look like good antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. Aye, I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill. So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod that needs it. Oh, and don't worry. Your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Fantastic. Now I need to walk back. Alright, Faramud. I have your shit. It's well to see you've returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Gods bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galeon receives treatment at once. Hopefully, this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. We're gonna take gold again. Adventurer. Galeon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before. Or worse. We need your help to we need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Elbreda. Might be as the woman's seen something. Okay. Elbreda, you seen anything? Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galeon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me the sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to little Alamigo. Blast it. Would that I'd known what he was thinking, I would have stopped this folly myself. The love Galeon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. I'm afraid we have a problem. Out in the wilds? Alone? That fool. That great, big, sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galeon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. So much walking back and forth in this specific question. Usually it's not that bad, this bad, but... Watch out! A goblin! Okay. That's what's got you all worried, is that one guy. Okay. Galeon. Captain? But why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're all Amegans, and all Amegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, gods damn it. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on all Amegan soil again. Together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing, you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galeon. I'll see you back at Quarry Mill. Sure, I'll just walk back to the place I just came from. Oh my god. Aliens expected to make a full recovery. Will linger. Okay, I skipped that. It's fine. Probably didn't tell me that much. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall you wanted something of me. You've proven you're a true friend to my people. Ask me anything, and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo, that's all. Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundabald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Like, don't get me wrong, this is about just as, like, walking back and forth talking to people as the other quest chains. But this particular quest chain just has had nothing progress-wise for a while. We've just been walking back and forth to make zero progress and learn nothing for, like, close to probably 45 minutes here. It's kinda grating a little bit. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. Here. You spoke with Mefred. It's been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mefred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. What? Wine and cheese for like 5 quests? Holy shit. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has been reportedly appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. Well, that's good. I figured the early quests would be on the weaker side and that things would get stronger as time progressed. And they're all being super unhelpful. Well, we've learned something, so we've made some progress. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. It is most troubling. Whenever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, the same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to dispose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution, all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time. Though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are likely to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. We'll take high potions. Adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I got a message from you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you have won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of you. This can only go well. Alright. Well, Red. Thanks for coming, friend. Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, what are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Curl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him. Bad move. Very bad move on your part. So, what did you think was going to happen? You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're gonna obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. Okay. That's probably not good. I don't know what this power is, but Hey. Big guy's just chilling. Alright, Gundabald, I've learned that they're planning something, which we already knew, so I've learned practically nothing. Attacked by Wilred and his cronies. That they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are likely to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Big trouble in Little Alamigo. Hey, you know, the one advantage to these side quests being very, fetch questy and just conversation-y and kind of not doing anything is we're flying through them. We've completed probably close to 10 quests. Wilrid mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundebold, Bertliana, gods preserve, what happened? I was foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout. Oh, okay. Oh, no, I don't... I don't like the implication. Wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustains us. Be strong, I swear to you. Those villains will answer for their crimes in due time, but tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilrid, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would agree with that. Oh, hello. I see, I gotta find items. Oh, I see. Different areas. Oh. Called. I see. Yeah, I understood. Well, we'll get there. Eventually. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. So they're looking to obtain the crystals. Oh, nope, hunting knife. Not Kidragora, this thing. Oh, this is gonna go great. I'm sure that this is gonna go phenomenally. Gone? The whole lot of them. And it's as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it that they mean to do? Yeah, I can imagine that you can only have so many hotbars on the screen at a time before you block, you know, the screen. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they can get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They're headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. I see. Okay. Oh, yeah. Pretty much went about as I expected. Also, level sync level 31. Wilred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We... Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Ralgar, to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zanrock and make off with the lizardmen's cash, but they caught us, and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. Oh, wow, okay. Hi. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Alright, I no longer have Blizzard 3 or Firestarter. Oh my god, that's a lot of enemies. Alright. A little hectic, but we're fine. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Wait! We've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Rulgar. He swore... Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back at Little Alamigo. I dare say he will wish to hear it as well. Fucking... learned his fucking lesson. Well, probably not. Who fucking knows? I mean, it's fire, so it probably smells of smoke. And... I don't fucking know. Probably just smoke. No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared. The masked stranger. He told us about summoning Rulgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from the squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a... God, burning pennies? Ugh. That would be a smell to have to whiff while riding something. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within all of us. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. I would assume, well, that's actually a good question. What came first, the sulfur or the chicken? Because if the chicken came first, well, then it must have crapped at some point. But if the sulfur came first, then that obviously exists. So, probably the sulfur. It probably chicken poo smells like sulfur. Although I'll be honest, I used to manage a chicken coop. Honestly, chicken crap 95% of the time really doesn't smell. It really doesn't smell like much. Well, my thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. I'll take ethers this time. Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to that creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Yeah, we are making pretty solid progress. I mean, we started with level 24 or 23, I think. After doing like a full hour of job quests or role quests. So I'd say that's pretty decent progress already. And we're going to go for another hour and a half here. So we'll probably hit level 30-ish quests by the time we finish up for the night. Oh, Thancred. I didn't see you there before. I've got like 5 dungeons, and I unlocked a couple of like the ones you can unlock through like side quests. But yeah, pretty much. I know at level 50 you're supposed to get like a higher, like a level 50 roulette, daily duty roulette for dungeons, and I don't have it because I need to, obviously I need to get to the story point where I can unlock those things. Yeah, it's all low-level dungeons, which is not very helpful. I will say that. One, it makes it incredibly hard for me to learn my full rotation because, well, I don't have access to all my shit, mainly. So I constantly have to adjust low-level shit. Nope, haven't learned anything of La Brea. We have, okay, we have, but it's nothing that's actually helpful. Planted the knowledge of summoning an impressionable young minds, you say. Precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play make Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Fucking Tataru. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. While you were tending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Brea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sightings come in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Brea's trail once more. Neroxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with the Walking One in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to a friendly one, a digging one named Medred has an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly Sinister One. A Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medred. Digging One is to be found at Falgord Float in the North Shroud. Back and forth. But at least we're going to a different area this time, so the scenery is going to be a bit different. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. 'Tis only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that's hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and shagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man. If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medred's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. Level 28. We're almost to level 30s. So here's what I know about the deaths. All of the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the Scalekin, known as Ziz, could inflict such wounds. That's why some people are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths? I don't know how killing 3 random Ziz would at all help with this, or give us any evidence of whether or not they're behind this, but alright. Oh, fuck. God damn it. So much for getting the free cast of Blizzard 8. Or Blizzard 3, not Blizzard 8. It's on my 8 bind. Well, that probably didn't help in the slightest. But at least we got to go kill something instead of just wandering back and forth. Nope, wrong way. You've already seen to this is? Good work. So you were able to find aught that suggests the creatures are our culprits? Nothing? Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects. Which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Exactly where we were literally before the start of this quest. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, huh? Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some as whisper that, after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm gonna give you some fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments, and I'll give them a gander. Also, there are 2 primary quests here. There is something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worried Medred's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely at the same time as Medred's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Okay, makes sense. That's what I was gonna do anyway. After all, they're both worth XP, even if it is only 10,000, 11,000 per. Oh, I think I see what I'm supposed to do with this. So since that costs all my remaining, I pop that after I run out of MP to cast anything else. And then, since I still get the free cast of Blizzard, since I'm still in Astral Fire, I can just regenerate my MP. Okay. I think I understand what I need to do for Flare now. I'm probably not going to run into anything that requires a full rotation of fire until I run out of MP, but I'm aware of it now. Alright. Now we can go turn both these quests in. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yards of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. But what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, huh? Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It is a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. A monstrous Banamite appeared and you slew it? That creature had long been a scourge upon the folks of Falgord. Intentional or no, you've done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? Or merely a trick of the light combined with blind panic? There's been no promising leads in the murders, and I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt it was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banamite. But you and I were malms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the Banamite at the very spot you claimed to see the fiendish eyeball, isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be. Of course, there must be more than one of the buggers. It's so obvious, but then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We have to leave the rest to the expert. Yeah, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you'll want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The Serpent should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Brilliant. One more time. Trip to the same place we've gone to 3 times now. Let's go. Somebody doing the same quest as me at the same time, huh? Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Yeah, I just lugged this corpse back. Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in Central Shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appeared to be moving the bodies, but to what end none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It has been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of... This button engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil? Or that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare hope that this will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Ooh, mount speed. Let's go. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this manner. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mione. Perhaps someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Okay. Good evening to you. By your grim expression, I suppose you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan-level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body. Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Brilliant. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make it a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Sign Guled over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a four-name basis. Oh, great, so... another person to go talk to.
Bernadette believes I can help you. That's a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Do you know who owns this button? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rather seen in the hands of ordinary Gerdanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there's been a man who is perpetually seated at a bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Sandal, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. I have a feeling I know where this quest is going. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. The sigil of the Dartancourt family? How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face? Was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Okay, this isn't where I thought this was going, but, sure. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dartancourt. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed a heart befitting of her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thoughts of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men. But my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost, to begin the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as the time went on. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was. But when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawka Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience, until you approached before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawka Manor on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Another dungeon, perhaps? Mayhap? Dungeon time? Maybe? Actually, I do remember this. I have been in that area before. That is then definitely a dungeon. think you get to this from above. I think you go from the upper section of this area. Yep. And we will enter Hawka Manor. So I got a couple more than 5 dungeons. Yeah, like, now 3 more. Ah, that was fast. Hawka Manor. Yeah. Every time, like, sometimes they're about what I expect, like, time-wise, from the predicted time, and sometimes it takes, like, 3-4 times longer. And sometimes like that, it's practically instant. Tank really didn't take all the aggro here. Enemies just seem surprisingly tanky. Maybe that's just because I'm used to being overleveled. Key. Key number 2. This dungeon is certainly more maze-like than all of the other ones. Not by much, but enough to be noticeable. This is a tanky fucking enemy. This isn't even the boss of his fucking dungeon.
nothing super good in that. Where are we going? I don't know. I don't know where the correct direction is. I just kind of generally follow the tank. But it looks like they don't have any idea either. Oh. Maybe the ivy door with the green key? That probably makes the most sense. Into the fucking basement. Okay. Oh, they aggroed on me. I got a little too close. Man, I do really feel like we are killing these enemies really slowly. Just keep smacking down the AoEs, I guess.
Oh, did they jump all the way around? And now we need to go all the way back. Although, they grabbed the yellow key, so we're actually good. Any day now, if one of these two wants to die, that'd be great. I see. Now that we got the bloody parchment, we can break the sealed barrier. And we can go kill Lady Amandine. Honestly, she doesn't even look that bad. The eyes are a little white, but, you know. Other than that. Something about looking away. I see. Okay. That's easy enough. Fucking click on the new target. Fuck.
Easy enough. Easy peasy.
That wasn't too bad. I don't think I took a point of damage that entire time.
Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life.
Oh, now there are two of you idiots. Alright. I can probably take both of you. You gonna go?
It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Heidelin shows well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength from Master La Habrea. That task is now accomplished. We take our leave of you. Phenomenal. Fare you well, bringer of light.
Well, I've got no reason to be here anymore.
Shit.
Oh, we leveled up to 54. Let's go.
Need to go over the bridge.
Sandel, I killed your lady.
You are returned. What sights await you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amanatine? You must tell me all. So she went so far as to consort with devils. But that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold what the woe they have brought upon the others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence, I know not of how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, though through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. We'll teleport back. We'll talk to Minfilia.
And as much as I would normally go an extra half an hour, I am getting very tired tonight. So I think we'll call it after this quest. Welcome back. Full glad I am to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn in the Twelves Wood? Two of Labrea's minions? And they sought to measure your strength by their own admission. The devils taunt us. It is beyond that doubt, then. The Asians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we know knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless effort, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Asians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is what precisely the enemy wants. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. Weapon coffer, level 28. Let's see, what quest level is this? We're on to level 30. I think that is as good of a time as any to call it for the night. I'm getting tired, so we will pick this up again Saturday. Thanks everybody so much for watching. If you still are, I will return tomorrow with more Persona 3 Reload, and we'll come back with this on Saturday. If you enjoyed and want to catch more streams, following or subscribing on YouTube if you're on that, also joining the Discord for my weekly schedules is also a good idea. Although regardless, I hope everybody enjoyed and have a good night.